Subir el volumen. Subir el volumen. Volumen. Subir el volumen. So we're using subir again. And what does this mean? Volumen sounds familiar. It means volume. Okay? Subir, it can mean, as I said before, to get in, also to go up, okay? So that is another meaning of subir. So in this situation, we're talking about something, going up. What is it? El means the, okay? So what's the meaning of this? What's the meaning of this? The meaning of this phrase is to turn up the volume. Okay, this is another common thing to say in every language because if volume, you listen to your TV, to your phone, to your radio, to anything you can listen to, and you can turn up the volume if you need to. Okay, so this is the phrase, if you want to say that in Spanish, subir el volumen, subir el volumen. Now, let's look at some examples using this phrase. Sube el volumen de la radio, por favor. Sube el volumen de la radio, por favor. This means turn up the volume of the radio, please. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward. Again, nothing complicated here. It's interesting that in this situation, subir means to turn up. In this case, the volume. Okay, so let's break this down. Let's see how this sentence works. Sube, sube, sube is a command, and obviously we have at the beginning the phrase we're learning. Okay, sube el volumen, turn up the volume, de, of, la, the, radio, radio, radio. Same spelling, different pronunciation. Radio, radio. Radio, radio, radio. Radio. Okay. Por favor, por favor. It's always good to say this when you are asking someone to do something. So, por favor, you know this one. That means please. Okay? Thank you for the emotes. That's awesome. Sube el volumen de la radio, por favor. Turn up the volume of the radio, please. Okay? Now, what is the opposite? Because you may be thinking, what if I want to say turn it down? It can be too loud. So let me tell you that you only need to change the verb here. Subir el volumen. You can keep el volumen. The only change you need to do is change subir to bajar. Bajar el volumen. So the opposite will be baja el volumen de la radio, por favor. Turn down the volume of the radio, please. So bajar is the opposite of subir. Subir means up. Okay, you can even just remember that, visualize that in your mind. Subir means up. Bajar means down. Okay, down. So that's quite interesting. That's something important to remember. Anyways, we're not talking about bajar. We should talk about this verb in the future. But we're talking about subir. Sube el volumen. Turn up the volume. Okay, now let's look at another example using subir el volumen. Tuve que subir el volumen de mi teléfono para escuchar la llamada. Tuve que subir el volumen de mi teléfono para escuchar la llamada. Oops, sorry. La llamada. This means I had to turn up the volume on my phone to hear the call. Okay, so, or to hear the person on the other end. So it happens to me all the time because some people just don't speak too loud, so I have to turn it up. But anyways, let's break this down. Tuve is a great word, and even I would include tuve que. Tuve que is a great phrase that means I had to do something. I had to ... Okay, so tuve que. Subir el volumen, that's what we're learning. Subir el volumen, turn up the volume. And by the way, if you use tuve que, you can add a verb right after that, and the verb has to be in the infinitive form, so don't conjugate it. You can say tuve que comer, I had to eat. Tuve que caminar, I had to walk. Tuve que escuchar, I had to listen. So it's a great phrase, tuve que. So remember that if you add a verb right after tuve que, it has to be in the infinitive form. Subir el volumen, turn up the volume, de mi teléfono. Okay, so here's something interesting. You can say subir el volumen de. Okay, so you are just saying, hey, I'm referring to this device, right? In this situation, we're talking about a phone. I'm so sorry. Subir el volumen de. In this situation, you can say of my phone, on my phone, right? So in Spanish, you will likely use de, el volumen de. Okay, so keep that in mind. Mi means my, teléfono, phone. Teléfono can refer to any phone. Okay, so we're talking about cell phones. We're talking about, the old home phone that some people have. I don't have a home phone, but I know that some people still do. So when you say teléfono, that refers to any of those. It's just a common term to refer to a phone, just like in English. Teléfono, phone. Para is used a lot if you want to say the reason why you're doing something. Okay, so in this situation, the translation would be to. Okay, escuchar, hear, to hear, that's a verb. That means to hear. La llamada, the call. La llamada, the call. So this is very interesting. When you use para, when you're, telling the reason why you're doing something, when you add a verb right after para, you will use it in the infinitive form, para escuchar, para trabajar, okay, para comer, para caminar, para ir, okay? So you don't conjugate the verb right after para, okay? So that's very interesting as well. Tuve que subir el volumen de mi teléfono para escuchar la llamada. Okay, so I had to turn up the volume on my phone to hear the call. Interesting. Remember, subir el volumen refers to, or it means to turn up the volume.